Hi, everybody, and welcome back. The All-Star game was kind of boring.
Swing and a drive. Get up, Bar. He's done it again. A two-run shot in the first.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe while Logan has a little meltdown over there. We really appreciate you joining us for the conversation. And if you get anything out of it, definitely hit the like and be sure to come back for more. So we're gonna get right into it. Logan, how's it going, man?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. All-Star break, so we just had a little bit of action. Why don't we get started with that? What did you think? What did you think of the All-Star game yesterday?
I thought the game was a little slow. I fell asleep partway through. I did miss a bunch of stuff in the middle of it, but I didn't miss a lot of the scoring. It was fine, but
There was
yeah,
15 minutes of excitement.
yeah, it's not spectacular. But I mean, I would argue that it was pretty cool when all the Blue Jays were inhabiting the infield at the same time. That part was pretty fun. Unfortunately, Vladdy had a little bit of trouble with a couple plays. Other than that, there wasn't a lot that happened in my view that was particularly compelling. The drama at the end,
I
like
mean, Austin Riley made an okay play there to double up Witt on first. Like that play was, what do you do?
yeah,
And yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. And then we didn't get to see any of the pregame stuff, like a movie premiere. They're all like, "Oh, what are you wearing? What's this? What's that?" You see everybody's families. They're all hanging out. You chat with them for a little bit.
right.
It's fun, right? Like it's silly, but it's fun to watch, and it is definitely something that adds to the whole All-Star game. I like the hockey skills challenge. I wish we had something a lot more like that going on. I
Yeah,
understand we're not going to like race guys out there on the field because someone will pull a hammy or something stupid.
but it's like the text I sent you with the Korean bunting thing. Like
Yeah,
there's
dude,
the
that thing
skill
is
those
so sick.
the skills that you have, and I was just like, oh yeah, just put little targets out there, and then they get points for how close they get to the perfect bunt
Right?
angle. It's like awesome.
It's perfect. That's so good.
But that
And then
you could run those
relays
events.
or like throws from the outfield or something like that, like it's
Well, you know what it
just a
would
throw. Like
do.
here you go, throw
You
from the
know,
outfield to third.
you know what it would do is it would make a great argument and solidify the truth behind fundamental baseball. So like I've been arguing about this, not arguing, but just saying this recently a lot more, is you get a few guys that can throw a frozen rope from right field and throw a guy out at home. That's fine. Like there's a few, but most of the time the ball decelerates a whole bunch and trails because it's following a longer path, and you're not going to get the guy out as easily as if you would have a guy out for the cutoff and the guy catches it and turns it around and fires it. The acceleration on the ball when you turn and fire, two guys throwing it is going to get to home plate faster than one guy throwing it from the outfield. I almost guarantee it. And
Most
I
of the
think
time.
and I think yeah, unless it's like you're one of those like crazy awesome arms in the
Bo
outfield.
Jackson.
Sure. Like there's or a Mookie or somebody like that just
Even
has it.
Mookie's not that doesn't have that much of an arm,
So it's
Like you gotta be smart.
yeah, but like my point being that you would see those things in like, so okay, we got a relay and then you time it to home plate and you can see that the time to home plate from the outfield is much faster than just the throw going.
Right?
Like those kind of skills you could add into the skills competition, and it would bring everybody in just
Like you
uh,
could do a
uh,
catcher pop time. How fast are you from the like you use a pitching machine or something, and as
yeah,
soon as the ball gets dropped in the pitching machine, boom, boom to second. How fast is that?
yeah, like stuff like that.
Fastest guy, like I think there's all kinds of things you can do to bring in the different position players, like relays, the relay guys from second and short and all that sort of stuff.
Well, and then you don't have to do a
Picking it at first, like
then you don't
you
have to do a
know,
3 round home run derby
yeah,
where you have 3 minute rounds or 2 minute rounds and extra bonus time where they're ending up swinging consistently for like almost,
yeah,
it's like 12 minutes of swinging when you add in all the 30-second bonuses that they get.
yeah,
And there's just like 12 minutes of swinging like wildly. So they're
like
they're
excessively.
so tired. They don't need to be worked that hard. Like
No.
just go up there and just like do one round of like the most home runs that you can hit in one round.
Well, I mean, they really need to find a balance between the the late 90s, early 2000s style derby where you get 10 outs and every swing that doesn't result in a home run is an out,
Yeah.
but you have all kinds of time. Right. So those guys were taking forever. Like I remember Sammy Sosa would like hit a home run and then like take 30 seconds and then like hit a home run and then take 30, like it was crazy. But the exact opposite is happening right now, right? Where it's just like pitch, 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 pitch. And as fast as you can get reset and swing, you do it. It's
Well,
crazy.
it,
Crazy to watch Julio do it when he was in his round of 41. He had this like boom that he would like drop his hands and it was like locked in, go, locked
yeah,
in, go.
yeah.
It was so crazy to watch.
But then you saw like there was one of the semifinals. I can't remember who was swinging. Started getting tired and was started getting very select. Maybe it was Adolis Garcia in his first round. And he lost to a Rosarena, I think it was. And he was being so
Yeah.
selective of his pitches because they wasn't getting his pitches in a great spot to hit home runs at.
Yeah.
But he was just not swinging. And it's sort of like, well, like, dude, you're kind of in a situation where you just need to swing at everything if you're going to get the volume of home runs.
Yeah.
You
Well,
just
and
kind
that's
of
what
that
Randy
needs to
tried to do at
happen.
the end, right? He was just like, I just got to crush. I just got to hit as many as I can as fast as I can.
Yeah,
That was his only
exactly.
chance.
Yeah, and
And
you
he quit.
saw him power out hard,
Oh, big time.
like
Big time.
even when he
I
connected.
was actually impressed how Vladdy went second in the second round and first in the final round and stayed with it.
I
Like
made it. I
he
made a
lost the bottom half, but he's so strong that he was still
yeah,
just like boom, boom.
yeah, but yeah, like that was awesome that he turned like he kind of said, you know what, like I don't really care if I'm hitting first, if I'm hitting second,
Yeah,
just go out and
just go
crush
out
as
and
many as I
hit.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
it
one
was
thing he
great.
did do, he did manage his stamina, and then he didn't go hit in a cage like Rodriguez for the
Yeah,
entire time in between. I think that's probably why Rodriguez did not win his second round.
he was tired.
Yeah,
Well, and he
like
went nuts in the first
it
round.
went nuts in the first round and then just kept on swinging the bat in the cage
Yeah,
after. It's like, take
yeah,
a break, kid, take a break.
yeah. Like I get staying loose, but like Vladdy put that belt thing on. He's just like, I'm gonna just use this and stay hot instead of going in and swinging in the cage. Like everyone else went and swung in the cage.
Right.
A Rosarania went down and swung in the
Yeah.
cage because he had such a long break,
Yeah. 47 minutes. Yeah. Exactly.
right? So another reason like that kind of maybe it helped Vladdy that he had to hit and then hit. Maybe that helped him stay hot.
Yeah, maybe it kind of like it was definitely not great for stamina, but the final round was only 2 minutes. So, and we know like yeah, with his power and get able to get
Yeah.
the bonuses, um, it might have been an advantage to just keep
Oh
the
yeah.
momentum. Yeah,
What did you think of the presentation of the Derby? Like the
it was
television presentation?
it
Because
was
obviously
good.
that's
It was good. It was interesting. I was definitely like, uh, it's better than the Chris Berman
Oh yeah, I certainly don't miss Chris Berman calling every one of them.
back. So
But at
that
least at least with him you knew when there was a home run hit.
well, this
I found
because
myself
yeah,
just watching the numbers
yeah,
roll other because I couldn't see balls going out. I couldn't keep track. They were going so fast that I couldn't watch the ball get hit and then look to the other side of the screen and see it go over and then come back and look at the ball get hit. Like I couldn't keep up. So I kept it basically on one side, which is why I did not see the kid get smoked by the Vladdy 115-mile-an-hour baseball,
yeah.
uh, which
That's
was a little scary, but it looked like he was all right in the end.
uh, yeah. Well, and we'll see. Like
Yeah,
we talked about earlier.
we'll
You like
see.
it did. It
I don't
looked
know.
like
I don't
he
know
got
that they need anybody out there. Like they don't need anybody to collect the balls until the rounds are over, really. So it's
yeah.
just a thing they're trying to add for people to be involved, I guess,
Well,
which
and
is great.
this is the thing, right? What are the criteria for a young person to be out there? It's a super fun experience. I can't imagine I would like to take that away from young kids would be kind of unfortunate, but for the interest of safety.
Yeah.
Like what is the criteria? Is there like a prerequisite level of baseball skill? The young man that got hit moved his glove out of the way uh, because the like I'm sure because he wasn't able to handle a ball going 115.4 miles an hour off the bat. What
Well, I mean, it could have been that,
where in his life has he ever seen 115.4 miles an hour of anything
right?
being hit at him? So like he's
Well, there's that
like
side of it, and you're maybe you think you've got a beat on it, but then crack, here comes another one. Where's that going?
yeah,
Take
and
your
just
eye
at
off
that
the
second,
one ball for
oh
half a second,
yeah, absolutely, yeah,
right? Like it was terrifying to me until like rapid fire baseballs. I've been out there during batting practice. If they're coming that fast and you're not paying attention, you are likely going to get hit with a baseball.
yeah, and it doesn't feel good at all.
No, especially a Vladdy missile.
So that's my worry. Like, okay, they put him on an ice pack and wrapped his head up, and we saw him walking around in the bullpen later, and that's good. But I mean, there's possibly some some lingering effects of that. Like that had to do some damage.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
I hope for the kid's safety and a quick recovery from that. It didn't like when he was a pile of potatoes on the he just like dropped.
Oh, dude, he went down hard.
So we'll see. But other than that, you're like so from the as far as like the presentation, the stuff where they have like Bo coming out and talking to Vlad in between that kind of thing was awesome. Even though he wasn't like
Yeah.
he's not like the super personality TV
Well,
personality of the
and
year
for
yet,
whatever
but
reason,
like
for the Derby, we get the Fox feed. We just get the actual feed of the event, so you get all that stuff. You get Bo going and talking to it. That's not a Sportsnet thing. That was like ESPN or whatever.
when it
And
changed, yeah, when it was on the when it broke,
yeah,
yeah.
so it's just another kind of tie back to that All Star Game chat. It's just another thing. Like it makes it so much cooler to watch. Why didn't we get that for the game? It was too bad.
Yeah, yeah. No, and I mean that part of the well, we got that because that was the home run derby, so we got to see
Yeah, we got it
that
for that.
stuff. Yeah, so like, and
Yeah.
that was the part of the home run derby like that made it great was like in the off times
Oh, that's always the best part.
was the talking and the joking around between all the
Yeah.
pros, and then they got the old pros that come in. The David Ortiz is a lifetime
Well, and
pass
so
to just come to the All Star game and give people
right, just
massages and
well, because
just like
he works for ESPN now, right? So he's always in there interviewing, doing all this stuff. But yeah, he probably could just not work for ESPN and show up still.
oh,
Do whatever do
yeah,
whatever
they
he
were just like,
wants.
oh, I am David Ortiz. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
come on down to the
Oh,
infield
hey,
and
puppy, come on down.
give people some advice, give
Yeah.
them a shoulder rub, whatever. Like that's like what he did, and that's what, yeah, like that's what Vladdy did in between. He just he just had somebody give him a little.
Yeah. Did you see he had a little FaceTime too with
No,
Teoscar? He was doing a
no,
little FaceTiming with Teoscar in between rounds.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were
And then
saying
like a phone call to his dad or something too, because of the whole um,
father son thing.
him father son being the only father son duo
Yeah.
to win the Derby.
Well,
Pretty cool.
that was another pretty cool thing in the game, even though it was dangerous when Vladdy accidentally let go of his bat, and then they flashed back to the last time that happened in an All Star game, and it was Vladdy Senior letting go of his bat and almost taking out Tommy
So
Lasorda.
yeah, yeah, hilarious, right? Those guys.
It was like, oh yeah, that's pretty. That's awesome. I think it's
So
hilarious.
so what we missed though was the Fox broadcast talking to Juan Soto and Juan Soto saying something like, "Oh, that's what you get for using a brand new bat" or something like that. Like
Oh,
that's flying out of his hand.
right, yeah, yeah. I mean, the fun beaking is yeah,
Yeah, like
that's
you
part of
remember
it.
like when Vladdy hit the home run and he won the MVP there 2 years ago, I think it was, and they were talking to Tatis at the time, and his reaction to the ball being absolutely crushed was awesome.
Oh no, I didn't see.
Yeah, so like that's the sort of stuff that I wish we didn't miss from the All-Star game,
Yeah.
but we got it in the Derby, and that definitely was awesome.
The two gold stars are lit up, and Vlad is now starting to take off some rockets halfway up second deck. Moonshots too from Vlad. He's done. He's checked out. I'm good. Post the number. See what happens. 26.
Hay una cosa que tú tienes que tener claro, por un bateador, una chiste para batear. Siempre acuérdate que tu cabeza, la cadera y esa pierna siempre tienen que estar alineados los tres. Si estas tres no están alineados, hay bobo. Especialmente para nosotros los power hitters.
¡Vamos! ¡Vamos, que yo soy el mejor! ¡Vámonos, que yo gané! ¡Vámonos, que yo gané!
Vlad Guerrero Jr. will hang on and win the 2023 T-Mobile Home Run Derby.